Sounds a bit like Australia. That's pretty much the third world, ain't it?
Precisely. What we want is our own world, a fourth world, where we can snuggle with a chicken or a goat, lay in the hay together, where nothing dies.
Listen up, Jeff. You're going to have to understand the good Lord made natural selection for a reason. It is well known that shark embryos cannibalize their litter mates in the womb, the strongest one eating all the siblings. My mother was pregnant with triplets, but when she went into labor, only one came out, and that was me. I won. That's the way nature works, son. You can't fight nature, but you can wrestle with it at Dwayne Earl's Art. Stop by and tell Tammy that you heard it on this show, and she will give you a commemorative koozie for your beer so that it will stay cold as you tour the premises. That's about all the time we got this week. This has been Beyond Insemination. I'm Dwayne Earl, and you're not.
This has been Beyond Insemination. You have been inseminated.
You want your kids to be safe, so you give them a mobile phone. What are they going to do when they get attacked? Throw it at someone? Why not force the state to keep us all protected by arming everybody? The senile old lady in her home, the 3-year-old on the playground, the priest in his church. We think everybody should carry weapons at all times. That way nobody gets hurt. It's a proven fact. Where there's more guns, there are less shootings. Vote yes on Proposition 45. Mandatory concealed carry for everybody. The nuclear deterrent won the Cold War. Let's use the same logic and win the war on crime. Proposition 45. Teach your kids to protect themselves.
Heritage, not hate.
Hey, come on!
Well, some hate.
There we go!
But only at liberals. 96.5 FM, Blaine County Radio.
Do you hear that? Do you? Time. That's time passing. In fact, time is running out. For all of us. For the country. For the state of San Andreas. And also, even more importantly, for the world. That's the truth. The truth about time on a show that is all about truth, whatever the cost. Today on Blaine County Radio Community Hour, I, Ronald Jakowski, am going to blow the doors off your consciousness until you are unconscious. I'm the one to tell you the truth. There will be no more lies, no more fake news. Not here, not now. The truth is that just as the universe began with a bang nobody heard, some scientists have recently discovered it is going to end in much the same way. And they are suppressing that fact to avoid panic. On today's show, which in case the world has already ended, I want to make clear it is actually a pre-recorded podcast we do once a week. We're going to talk about science, and not the kind that rappers drop, but the kind that you don't understand until someone explains it to you. That's me. I'm that someone. I'm about to pull back that curtain once again and show you nasty, unpleasant things you can't unsee. This is it. The chance to see the big, dirty, ugly, and very suppressed truths that I've discovered. And also, to shine a light on the liars who keep us ignorant so they can sell us fear when it suits them. And complacency when that suits them better. That's weird, isn't it? Like sometimes the deep state wants us terrified, so it spreads lies that sedate us. Like WMDs or STIs, the FIB, STDs, TPI. Always acronyms. Always damn acronyms. Terror through acronyms. Why is that? Because initials, they frighten us subconsciously. That's a verifiable fact the psychologist told me during a session about my father. And it explains a lot. But at the same time, all the real things we should be scared to death of? Food tolerance, contrails, banking conspiracies, Lyme disease, all the truths they don't want us to see? Then the government keeps very quiet. I'm about to explain everything. It's time to pull back the curtain, people. I love that metaphor for a reason. Again, that came up in a session about my father. But I'd rather not talk about that. This is meta-knowledge. That means big science to take on the big, nasty, deep state. Some people wrote in to say they're tired of my gong. You might as well be tired of the truth. Now I've finished the monologue bit, and to kick things off, I'd like to welcome to the show a different sort of guest to the one we usually get here. Sophia Biles Carmichael, a senior fellow at the American Truth Institute, a prominent think tank in the Capitol, an expert who has published papers about the economy and all the regulations that the state uses to suppress Americans. Welcome, Miss Biles Carmichael.
Yes, thank you, and you're welcome. So lovely to be here.
So, what does your think tank do? Do you drive it around, or is it like a pool?
No, Ron, not exactly. We are a group of thought leaders who help take the burden off elected governments. We help set policy by drafting legislation so the politicians, they don't have to think about really difficult issues and instead have an advocacy group that does it for them. Really, I guess, Ron, you could say we're patriots. Ron, there are a lot of mistruths out there.
I know that, I know.
Yes.
Look, I wake up every day to expose it.
Yes, Ron, and as an American, I thank you for that. Listen,
I know.
Okay.
But,
Wait, listen, Ron.
No, I am listening to you. I am.
Ron, okay, great.
Why do you,
listen.
no, wait. Why do you think I'm not listening to you? I'm right here.
So,
I am
Ron,
listening.
Okay,
No, I
listen.
am. I'm listening. Why do you... I'm listening.
Yes, of course. Well, we, much like you, see ourselves as outsiders against the bubble. The government media expert bubble. Bursting the bubble. Bubbles are for children. Every summer day. Or for a woman to spend hours popping those packing bubbles while drinking wine and cursing her newly ex-husband. You know what, Ron? Let me put it to you like this. Do you think for 1 minute that the same people that lied to you about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny aren't lying to you about climate change, Ron?
My parents. No.
Yes, Mommy and Daddy were lying to you.
Jeez.
They were buying into the BS. Ron, it's common sense. Climate changes every day.
Damn.
Hot in the middle of the day, cooler at night. This all balances out. There's nothing to worry about. We don't need to panic, America. It's going to be okay. Mainstream science and the mainstream media are two sides of the same coin, Ron. But you know what? I think the American people are smarter than that. They know when people are lying to them.
Yeah, yes. See, scientists are wrong all the time.
Yes.
Yes, they're the worst.
They are.
Like when they say there's no sound in space, but then all of a sudden, I see the space movies and they're really loud. Everyone sees that. What does that mean?
Okay, Ron. Let's talk to the listeners for a second. I am going to name some times science was wrong. They told us the Earth was flat. It is not. We know it's round. They said the pyramids were built by aliens. They said we would run out of oil by now, but it is cheaper than ever. Smoking. Did you know doctors used to say smoking was good for you? That's sort of how I feel about climate change. Y2K, people, bullshit.
I knew it. I knew Y2K was bullshit.
Yes.
I knew that. They told me that society was going to collapse, and it totally did not. I was ready. I still have a bunker left over. It's still full of macaroni and cheese and cigarettes and some hot dogs and some dog food, okay? I kept all that stuff for the wayfaring strangers that might appear every once in a while. I would have given My body, too. I would have. I thought about that.
You're like a lot of Americans that did that, and I applaud you for that. Science is a lie, but the American people, they don't believe in lies. We're a nation of capitalism.
Lord Zappho has
Too smart to fall for the lies of the mainstream science are measurable. Big data.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what that is exactly, but I hate that.
Essentially, the liberals are giving away your tax money for windmills. I mean, have you seen the windmills outside of town? They ruin everything. They ruin the view from people's houses. They built windmills, and we went for the most powerful country in the world to an irrelevancy.
Absolutely.
One couple living near a wind farm told me the windmills are so loud and distracting, they can't even make love. Imagine that. I mean, staring at each other in rage and shame, wanting nothing more than to flee the room and this relationship. Ron, look at Holland.
Yeah, look at Holland. Is Holland the Netherlands? Is it, look, I've had the same problem. Did you know that windmills are being used to let the government see what's going on in your house? It's a giant antenna. And it is literally a giant antenna. Nobody's talking about it. Literally nobody.
Well, let's open up the conversation. Let's talk about solar. What a scam. Cheap crap. All made in China. We don't make anything here in America, except for hot dogs, video games, and complacency. Wake up. Fundamentally, 85% of scientists are big liars, only interested in their own agenda. I know this because I have dated one. And these are bogus studies that they're talking about. The models are unreliable.
Oh, yes. You know, I've heard that models are very unreliable because they're vapid idiots on cocaine.
No, Ron, that's a different
Look, I also read on the internet a conspiracy theory that your group, the American Truth Institute, they're in the pocket of the fossil fuel industry. I heard that.
No. Listeners, that is not true. As I was saying, 85% of these scientists are on the payroll of China, and they want to shut down our gas stations and shove electric cars down our throats. How are we going to get anywhere? What are we going to do? Ride a bicycle, a unicycle?
I hate that. I hate the bicycles.
I've been hit by one, and it is very upsetting.
I hate bicycles and tricycles. I hate that almost as much as the bicycle.
Thank you. That's another part of our initiative. We did a study and found out that 85% of people that ride bicycles are awful people, garbage people. They think they own the road. Think about that for a minute. If they get in power, then they pass legislation so they do own the road.
They shave their legs.
If there is anything that should have us worried about American energy independence, it's that. Bald-legged men in tight clothes. Oh, it is a hellish vision.
Okay, let's hear some of the messages people have left on the Truth Seeker hotline.
Ron, big fan of the show. All the guys on the ward are, well, at least the ones who can speak. Listen, I'm a truther. I believe in empirical evidence.
You've been kind of reckless, homie.
Who the fuck are they kidding? If I can't see it, it doesn't exist. Fuck quarks and scientists. They really sold us a bill of goods. I mean, seriously, they expect us to believe AIDS comes from people having sex with monkeys? Hello? Listen, I've had sex with a monkey, and I assure any women listening, I haven't got AIDS. I was sort of bruised, but just fine. People need to wake up. What's happening to this country? I mean, seriously. And another thing I was thinking about.
Okay, I think that's enough here. But look, he does have a point. Tyranny criminals are coming. We are so weak. Those criminals, they're going to invade our homes. Now, if I had a wife, they'd have their way with her. Now, I've thought about that a lot.
You know what? I'm going to tell you what's tyranny.
I like that.
Okay, I'll tell you what's tyranny. Recycling wastes more energy than it saves, and it is disgusting. There's talk of making composting toilets mandatory in some parts of the country. That's the green agenda. Eating doo-doo. watching and controlling the great people of America.
I agree. The government wants to see what I drink and what I defecate every night, and I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Let's play another caller here.
Hey, my stupid husband thinks it'd be fun if we did one of them DNA test kits. What if I find out I'm 1% minority? What do I tell people at parties? It's terrifying. I don't even know how to vote.
DNA tests? Ha! Now don't be a fool. Well, you're not putting my chromosomes in some data.
Music made in Mirror Park, two brothers they called Ink. A song called The Place. Before that, from the UK, The Hicks Collective. It was Cold Air. You got Worldwide FM.
Beginning.
once, it ain't us, dog.
Yes, it's a new beginning for all of us. The state is broke, but we're starting again. Giles Peterson, worldwide, San Andreas and beyond. Searching for that perfect V. We're going international.
Beginning.
Woo! Here we go!
We got it up loud. It's worldwide FM. Music from Swindle, music from Mala. Time for a trip into the history books, into the heritage, the music of Candido and Donald Byrd on the way. But right now, this is Tom Brown.
Woo, shit, man. Some other dudes feeling that heat.
Music, Tom Brown, Throwdown, original breaks for your beats, Peterson, Candido, and the Thousand Finger Man. This is Chaz from Touring One. You're listening to Giles Peterson Worldwide.
Damn this shit!
She thinks I'll change.